What's up, guys? Caleb again. Back at it again with the 101 essays that'll change the way you think. Today's topic is the psychology of daily routine. There's just a couple of things in here that I really liked and wanted to show you guys. So let's see what it says. Happiness, we infer, comes from the perpetual seeking of more, regardless what it's more of. So we try to fill out our day with things that we know are familiar but also unfamiliar, and just try to fulfill ourselves and fulfill our needs, just to try to do things. But there's a few aspects of why daily routine is very important to structure, and it's something that I've definitely solidified very well for myself. But let me just show you what it says in the book, and then I'll talk about my experiences with creating a daily routine. So it says, in short, routine is important because habitualness creates mood, and mood creates the nurture aspect of your personality, and it helps you not be jerked around by impulsiveness and just trying to do a bunch of random things in the day just for the hell of it, to try to fill in the day, like I said. It says, there is a way to nullify the feeling of sacrifice when you integrate a task into being the norm. So let's say I do full body 3 times a week at the gym. I've definitely solidified it into my routine for many years now, and is definitely one of the norm for my week. So I already have the habit of, or that I've trained myself to do, is I'll go to the gym every 3 times a week at 7 p.m. I'll never miss my deadline for 7 p.m. if I'm going to the gym on that day. So there's a certain aspect of needing to hold yourself accountable, and that should work in turn with creating your routine if you help yourself stick to it, So it won't feel like a sacrifice of time because you already know you're going to do that thing in the day. And that can replace any task that you need to do, or that you like to do in your week. So, next one, guys. You must learn to You must learn to let your conscious decisions dictate your day, not your fears or impulses. So it says, with no regulation, focus, base, or self-control, anything can persuade you into thinking you want to do something that you don't actually. So let's say you have a project that you really need to finish for work tomorrow, but your friends invite you out for drinks that night. Any amount of impulsivity, and if you let yourself keep that, then you'll just go out and not finish that project, and you might be screwed the next day. So with the impulsivity, it might seem like a fun time in the short term, but in the long term, you have to think about also, the effect that it'll have on you within the next few days or weeks, because that's for work. It's important, So that's why you have to have that self-control and build it up over time, Okay, next one is, happiness is not how many things you do, but how well you do them. So nowadays, we're basically impaled with the fear that we're unhappy because we're just not doing enough. Hustle culture. We need to always be doing something. We need to always be grinding, and there's no time to waste, and there's no time to rest. But that is simply not true, because there's another kind of fulfillment that'll simply come from doing the few things that you have in your routine and plan for the day. If you're doing it well, then you'll already get that inside fulfillment because you checked it off the list, and you'll feel good about it. That's why every single day, or at least almost every single day, I do make a to-do list for myself for important things I need to get done. Most of the time I already know what's going to happen in the day, and it just it makes things easier when you plan things out. It doesn't have to be the whole entire week planned, but you know, one day at a time. What I do is on the nighttime, I think about the next day and the couple of things that I'm going to need to do, and then all I do is just check off each one from the list throughout the day, and by the end of it, just erase it, make a new one. That's all you got to do. It's pretty easy to keep track, and you know, checking things off the list, that's like, it always makes you feel good, man. So it's very easy to try to implement into your day or like nighttime, you know? Okay. And then so the last one, guys, is you feel content because routine consistently reaffirms a decision you already made. So you affirm not only your choice to begin something, but your ability to do it. So it's honestly the healthiest way to feel validated, which actually was super like nice to read, because that is 100% true, man. Like, let's take this YouTube for example. Like each let's say I try to hold myself to make one new video a week and also one new reel a week, like at least. Each time that I do that, like, and then I hit upload or hit schedule the video, like that does make me feel really validated. Just not only in the fact that I made some new content, but in the way that, you know, I have that ability to do it and that I did it. It's like I said, it's the best way to feel validated, or like it says, the healthiest way to feel validated, because you did something that you know, you planned on. And you know, when you hold yourself to try to do something every single week, like over months and things like that, it does have a positive effect on you. And like I said, it can seep into the norm of your not daily but weekly routine, like for me, because that's what I'm trying to do, is keep myself consistent on uploading on here. And you know, it is super fun, and so those two things go hand in hand, you know what I mean? So it's just a very good couple of lessons there, why daily routine is very important, man. There's, you know, very specific things that you can get into, like every day I wake up at 7 a.m. and I never snooze my alarm during the week anyways. When alarm hits at 7, you snooze it once and you get up no matter what. And then I make my bed every morning. You know, all of those things can really really add up to consistent habits, and you can just try to build on top of that from there with the different kind of things you have going on daily. I know people's lives can be very hectic, but structuring it really does help a lot, even if you feel like there's a million and one things to do in your day. So that was just that small lesson from the book. Again, there's a quick chapter overview. I'm really liking this book, man. It's it really is helping me change the way that I think, and also just learning some new things, like that's the healthiest way to get validation. Like, you know, that was just like just had a little light bulb in my head right there. So I can't wait to show you guys some more things from this book, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.